Hello and welcome. We are so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. My name is Amanda Hammerli. I am the Executive Director for the International Association of Insurance Professionals, and we are so glad you're here. If this is your first time being a part of our virtual town hall series, thank you for being here. If you've joined us before, we're glad to see you again. So before we get started, I want to go over a few housekeeping items and announcements. You will be on mute throughout the presentation. You can hear us, but we cannot hear you. If you would like to ask questions, please submit your questions using the Q&A section of the control panel of your screen, and we will review the questions as time permits. We also do encourage a lot of chat box use, so definitely take advantage of chatting with all of your friends from across the United States. We are recording this session and it will be available within 2 business days on the IAIP YouTube channel. And if you have not found us on the YouTube channel, we encourage you to take a look. I will post into the chat in just a moment a link to take you directly there. And if you are finding us on the YouTube channel, hello and welcome for tuning in today. But please help me welcome Vickie Harmon, our 24-25 IAIP Board of Directors President. Today, we're going to spend a little time with you reviewing the status of IAIP, hear more about what the next year has in store, and how you can be a part of it. So thank you for joining us, Vickie.
Absolutely, my pleasure to be here. Thank you, Amanda. Let's start with our accomplishments. Each year, we strive to deliver the best to our members, and the 23-24 year was no exception. We have had a phenomenal year under the direction of Tammy Washer. She's out there in the chat box. Be sure and thank her as well. I will forever be grateful for her steadfast, unwavering leadership. She has a heart of gold and truly cares about the insurance professionals and every single member. It has been my honor serving under her, and I hope I can make her proud as I step into my new role and do my best to fill her shoes. But we are not trading shoes. For those of you who are at convention, you understand we're not going to walk in each other's shoes. Let's see here, because I do tend to vary from the script. I will do my best to make sure I have to have the script so I don't leave anything out, because holy smokes, all of the message that we have. If you weren't able to attend the convention, Amanda and I are going to share a little bit about what we delivered during the membership meeting and officer installation held on Saturday, June 9th. This was a time of reflection over the past year and a time to set the direction for the year ahead. Please come along with us as we look back and then look forward together. As Tammy shared on site, the Education Task Force has been very busy, like busy bees working away to build their hive. They have produced a brand new educational opportunity for you. The Associate in Client Relations is ready for you. This new ACR Professional Development Series is centered on client relations and contains 13 courses totaling 40 hours of education. Some of the courses you can take are Understanding Generational Differences, Listening with Intent, and one that I know many of you already took at convention with Geraldine. Thank you again for teaching that. Creating an Outstanding Client Experience. When I say many of you, I mean over 40 convention attendees took this course on site. How many of you are on the call? Tell us how much you love this class. I know you loved it because I was there and I loved it too. It was a fabulous class. Geraldine did such a great job. I think we have a group photo. Yes, there it is. Our very first students to take it as part of the international convention. Now, there were some hub ACR courses as well, but this one was actually during the international convention itself. Let's see, take a moment to review the educational calendar and sign up for the ACR courses we already have scheduled. And when you look, you will see that we've got one a month. I know on the books through the end of the year, but I think we might even have into next year lined up, whether it's published on the calendar or not yet. So The Education Task Force isn't the only busy bees this year. The Member Services and Engagement Task Force was equally busy with their membership drive, Connect to the Power of IAIP. There were also mastermind mentoring groups, other fun and engaging activities through the year. Who saw the fit on Facebook and whatnot as we fit our way to Scottsdale? They're going to have to come up with something very creative for Oklahoma. So it's clear to me every year when we are on site that this association is a refuge for our members. When you come into the event, it's just, yes, there you go. You've got the site, the slide with the pictures. It is so exciting to reconnect with folks that you don't get to see every day. But IIP is also a safe place where you can grow into the leader you are called to be. Come to the 2025 convention in Oklahoma City and see for yourself. I promise you will walk away energized and ready to take on whatever the world has in store. When you're on site, you're among friends, friends who want to see you succeed, friends who will help you succeed. Make plans now to join us. June 19th is the hub day. 20th through 22nd, 25 will be our international convention in fabulous Oklahoma City. And I can say that because I had never been there until I went to the site visit. I was really impressed. I didn't really know what to expect from Oklahoma City, never having been there. Wasn't really on my radar of, oh, what's someplace that I just, really want to go to. But I loved it. It's beautiful. So just wait until they start rolling out the pictures and all of the things that are available to do in Oklahoma City. So there's lots coming. Our volunteer leadership teams don't stop there. Are you enjoying today's Insurance Professionals blog? Did you know that our blog is primarily written by you, our members? Are you a subject matter expert and ready to be published? We need more members willing to stretch their writing capabilities, step out of their comfort zone, and get published. And guess what? You don't have to be an award-winning author to submit. Betsy Blimline, our Director of Marketing, and the Marketing and Publications Task Force will help you craft the perfect message. I see a few names on this town hall roster that I know would make excellent contributors to the blog. I also see some names here of people who I know have contributed to the blog, and you know what? They're willing to help you as well. We have all of the resources to help you succeed in whatever endeavor you are striving for. So, if you haven't noticed, our sponsorship is growing. I mean, we're not quite the best kept secret, but that's right. The word is getting out there. Thank you. Thanks to the efforts of the Sponsors and Partners Task Force, we are hitting our corporate partner, convention sponsor, and corporate membership goals with flying colors. But I do have to pause for a moment and recognize we cannot do this without you. We need the leads. We will take those leads. You reach into your network and bring the opportunity to us. If you can make that connection, we'll do the talking. So I know we've talked about this before, and I'm going to do my best to explain this ad lib because this is important. Your email address has power to the sponsors, the vendors, the folks who might be interested in us. If I send them an email and they've never met me, or Amanda sends them an email and they've never met her, they're not necessarily going to respond to that email as quickly. That email coming from you to introduce us is so meaningful. It makes all the difference in the world in setting us up. But you then think, well, you just told me you would talk to them and I don't have to. It's still true. If you identify who those sponsors are that you want to introduce us to, reach out to me or Amanda. We will gladly work with you to craft even the introduction wording. You don't have to reinvent any of the wheels. We have all of the information you need to get this moving so we can reach out and pick up that conversation. And then we know it's where it was queued up, and it's really a streamlined process once you get into it. And I'm gonna say it works. Check out our logo soup. I'm gesturing over here. I'm sorry, my slides are on that monitor. Um, we all love a good helping of logo soup, and I'm telling you, those sponsors that you know, those partners that you know, the vendors whose names are not on this slide, they want to be here. They want to talk to you, and they want to be on site. One of our exhibitors from this year's convention shared with us that he felt like a famous person on site. He couldn't believe how many people were lined up to talk to him. Another exhibitor shared that IAIP, and this is their quote, IAIP definitely knows how to thank the sponsors. I attend multiple industry conferences each year, and no one does it better than IAIP when it comes to sponsor engagement. Give yourselves a hand at this point. Thank you to each and every one of you who were on site and took the time to speak with our sponsors and make sure that they do feel the love from us, because we do appreciate them. I'd like to challenge each and every one of you to bring us at least one lead this year. No lead is too big or too small, and all of our sponsors are important. If you haven't looked into our sponsorship lately, I believe the lowest tier, lowest rung starts at $500. So we're not talking about, oh, it's a $50,000 commitment to sponsor with us. We have entry-level opportunities and an opportunity to fit every budget. So, yet another task force to talk about, the Legacy Foundation Task Force. Holy smokes, have y'all not rocked it? Thank you. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your creativity and for your vision. We are so fortunate to have a foundation that truly wants to see our members succeed. If you have never applied for an NAIW Legacy Foundation grant or scholarship, don't wait any longer. Don't leave money on the table that is available for you to pursue our educational programs. Attend the 2025 convention, or even pursue other insurance-related education. Who here has received an NAIW Foundation scholarship? Drop something in the chat box and let's see if you have. Yes, that scholarship deadline is coming up. 8/15, get the applications in, and I promise it's not as overwhelmingly difficult to apply as maybe it was many years ago. That has also been streamlined over the years. So let's beat that August 15th deadline. Get your applications in today. Amanda, have I missed anything? We've accomplished so much this year. I could talk about this for hours, but I know not everybody wants to listen to me for hours.
We actually got a really nice compliment in the Q&A. So this person shared, it's not really a question, but a warm and fuzzy comment. Last night at the SDIAIP networking event, a potential new member told me she'd never felt more welcome or included. And our members were encouraging and really wanted to see others succeed. She will be joining. That is phenomenal. That's exactly how I feel when we're on site at International Convention as well. So if you've got, members in your local, your state, your council that have never been to International, 25 is going to be a great year to start. We had an awesome first timer committee this year as well that implemented a mentoring program on site, which was very, very well received. Anybody out there in the chat box was their first time coming to convention in 24? They want to say hello, and if they had that mentoring opportunity. I know the people who got to be mentors were probably just as excited as the first timers. So it worked out really well. Let's see. That's all we have at the moment in the Q&A. A first timer here. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Mary, our CWC International winner, Mary Hefner. I see her in the chat box. Yes, Janelle she was a mentor as well. That was we're going to do that again. That was so well received. It's always nice to know when you walk into a room of people you don't know that there's a friendly face looking out for you. That made a difference for a lot of people. All right, so we're going to continue on here to my section of the program. Possibly, there we go. So far, I haven't lost power yet. Fingers crossed. All right. So there is one aspect of belonging to an association that I would like to specifically talk about. And if you were on site, you know exactly what I'm going to say next. Everybody ready? Okay. So belonging is good for business. I found more words to use be for. So many of you might know this already, but I actually used to work for the American, there it is, the buzz. I used to work for the American Beekeeping Federation. And when I worked for ABF, the bee puns were really, really easy to come by. ABF would lean hard into the use of the B word any way they could, and they didn't shy away from the obvious and looked for ways to use the B word. Like at their Vegas convention, the slogan that year was "Luck be a lady." Here, I'll show you. See, luck be a lady. And that's me right there. And back in 2011, working their reg desk. So I've been doing this for a couple of years now. So it's been over 10 years since I've served the American Beekeeping Federation, but it is a group that I will never forget. Their passion for the honey industry is contagious, dare I say sticky. And still to this day, I'm able to rattle off honeybee facts. Like 1 in every 3 bites of food is pollinated by a honeybee. And it takes 1.2 million colonies of honeybees hives to pollinate the almond groves in California. Just some fun little bee facts that I had to pick up and memorize along the way. So without honeybees, the food industry would be in trouble. From beekeepers to working for women in technology to a group called M&A Source, which was merger and acquisition, to serving in museum roles. In the 20 years that I've worked serving a variety of associations and nonprofits, I have picked up a lot of interesting facts along the way, but there is one thing that all of these associations and nonprofits have in common. They have a passion for their cause. When we come together for a cause, the impact is more effective. So effective, in fact, 1,000 children are going to receive books in Arizona, their very own brand new books. IAIP rallied behind Reach Out and Read Arizona and raised enough funds for the organization to purchase 1,500 books. That is outstanding, and you should be so proud of this accomplishment. When a group gets together to rally behind a cause, tremendous things can happen. So because of you, IAIP CLPA program has produced 30 designations since the inception in 2022. That's 30 leaders using organizational trust to improve relationships at all levels by exemplifying the characteristics and behaviors of a trustworthy person. These leaders are able to proactively use system think approach to problem solving that examines the relationship between various organizational functions and how they impact each other. Okay, so if you understood what I just said, thank you for getting behind IAIP and committing to the cause. That was just a little bit of a snippet of some of the courses that we are offering at the advanced CLP level. But we need you to live out IAIP's cause on a daily basis, influencing the next generation to expand their network, never stop learning, connect with others, and grow into the career they have imagined for themselves, just like someone did for you. So let me share some IAIP facts with you. Did you know that the LMS contains 150 hours of education? Did you also know that an undergraduate degree is 120 hours? So we will let that sink in for a moment. Did you know, I got to scroll down a little bit on my script here. Did you know that in 1 year since the launch of the learning management system, IAIP has netted $10,305 in income and has hosted over 200 users, 11 of them being non-members. So we cannot stop here. We have to keep believing in IAIP's cause just as much as that we believed in Reach Out and Read Arizona. We have to put the same enthusiasm behind ourselves and believe that you have the power to make a difference in the association. Get involved, recruit a new member, just like we heard from the Q&A. Earn an IAIP designation, join a special interest community or a mastermind group, apply for an award, attend a town hall just like you are today, invite someone to attend the next town hall. As Vickie recapped, the list goes on and on of ways to get involved. Lean into IAIP's cause, because I believe that in this next year, we can really take this to another level with our education. So Vickie, I think I have a little special video to share.
Yes, please. Let's see what we have coming up next.
Okay, here we go. Let's play.
We're insurance professionals, and of course, we love our designations. I need my CLP, CLPA, DAE, and CIIP ribbons. We're insurance professionals, and of course, we're always assessing risk, even at IAIP's National Convention. Oh, hey, watch out for the cord.
Oh, thank you.
We're insurance professionals. Of course, we're behind on this social media trend. We're too busy recording your insurance policy. We're insurance professionals, and of course, we're donating to NAIW Legacy Foundation, because supporting the next generation of insurance professionals through grants and scholarships is very important. We're insurance professionals, and of course, we're going to IAIP's 2025 convention in Oklahoma City at the Omni. We'll see you there.
So that is.
We're insurance professionals, and of course, we love our designations. I need my CLP,
Sorry about
CLPA,
that.
DAE.
Is it still playing? I can't make
I
it.
think we're clear. But yes, great job, Mark.
There we. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was going to be on a loop. Okay, so I don't think I'm sharing. Okay, I'll get back to my screen here. All right, so we'll just pause there. I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. We had so much fun making it. Thanks to Mark and how much he helped us. There he is. Oh, geez. Mark, we're going to make you go viral, or you're going to be famous. People are going to be requesting us to do more of these videos with you. He was so kind and generous to give in to my request on site. So that was just so much fun. And this video actually is on our YouTube channel, so you can go and watch it. You can go and share it. Just make it go viral. Let everybody see what it is that we do over here, and encourage them to be a part of that. So we're going to stop and see, does anybody have any questions? Our chat box has been very active. I haven't had a chance to really read it because I was running the PowerPoint, but anybody have any other questions that they wanted to bring up or ask while we're sitting in here?
So while you ponder your questions, and I'm sorry, Amanda, that I didn't think to mention this as a filler while people think about what questions they might have, but when was the last time you all went out to the IIP website and checked out the member engagement form? And I might have misnamed it. Ashley knows which one I'm talking about because I'd asked about it in the app on site. But the folks who come out, whether you are at convention, maybe this town hall is your very first thing to do. The one lady, I'm so sorry, you were in chat, that you said this was your first town hall. Have you done other things with IIP? Is this your first one? You want to keep track of those things. You want to keep that information for scholarship applications, for award applications, but you know what else you want to have that information for? You want your employer to know how much time and energy you are putting into investing in yourself. Because if you're willing to invest in yourself, that can help bridge that gap of, hey, they're putting their own time into this. Maybe I should help out. Maybe I shouldn't make them take vacation days to go to that event. Maybe I could pay for a registration. Maybe I should encourage some other people in the office to also join and invest in themselves. And we have a form that you can fill out, send it back to us, and we will send a letter to your employer saying, did you know that Carolyn attends all of our town halls. She works on X, Y, and Z task forces. She contributes in this way or the other way. She recently received a designation. All of those things. Member achievement record tool, yes, that's one of them to help you keep track. You'll want that information when it comes time to fill out your awards applications, your scholarship applications. But also, if you're filling out this form, which can be filled out annually, to have us send a letter back to your employer about all of the cool and amazing things you're doing with the association. We appreciate that effort, and we do our best to recognize it here with ourselves. But other people than us need to know. The world should know how much time and effort you put into these things, because it's important, and it's the folks like you that make us this amazing association that we are.
And I remember the Ignite speakers who we brought in talked specifically about that point about speaking up and asking to attend conventions and conferences. Just asking, making it a part of your development growth goal when you sit down to do your goals every year. I will say a lot of organizations go into their budgeting time in the fall. So you want to try to get ahead of that and make sure that they earmark funding for you to attend the 2025 convention.
And if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
So I'm not seeing any other questions. It looks like Betsy might have put the link to that form in the chat box. You might have to log into your member account to reach it. I'm not sure, but it might be behind a member wall. If you can't get it, please let us know. We'd be happy to send it along. If you do not toot your own horn, yep, Geraldine says it very true right there.
Be proud of what
Be
you
proud.
do. Let everyone know. Yes.
And I'm going to go back to what I said with apply for an award. We will be going into award application season this fall. Start thinking through that. We have posted all of the winners on the website. That'd be a great place to start. Reach out to them, ask them, maybe to show you what their application looked like if they'd like to share, so that you can get a sense for, how to accomplish that goal. And if you don't get it this year, in the future, there's always more opportunities. So always keep trying. Will cost be available for convention in the next few months? So yes, we set the price for that in August. So at the August board meeting, we do review that price annually, and that will be when to expect that price. So the price that it was this year, I don't imagine it going down. So this year's price is a good baseline to start. Linda Graylis, yes, fill up your RVP's mailbox before November 15th. Yes, get those in early. So in case there's an issue, like you might have skipped a page or you didn't check a box, your RVP can send that back to you and you'll have time to make the correction. Very good point, Linda.
Yes. Same thing with the legacy applications. If you send it in early and there's something wrong, you have time to fix it before the deadline. If you wait and send it in the morning of, you may or may not have the opportunity to fix it in time.
Okay, so do we have any other questions? Be the early bird.
Yes, I like
I'm
it.
sorry, I brought all my bee puns over to IAIP from ABF.
Hey, we really do like to believe in things, and who doesn't enjoy a good pun? Come on.
Oh, it's always good conversation wherever I go when people find out that I used to work there. They are such wonderful people. Be there or be square. Oh goodness. We can go on for a long time. So if we don't have any other questions, I'm just going to close this out here. Let me get down to the rest of what I needed to share. So we do thank you all for being here today. Please mark your calendar. Our next education opportunity will be Monday, July 16th. Region 1 presents the CLP Virtual, the Exceptional Manager. And then on Monday, July 22nd, Region 1 is also presenting a CLPA Virtual in Resilience. And the first ACR virtual course, Negotiating Skills and Conflict Resolution, is scheduled for Wednesday, July 24th. So much amazing education coming to a Zoom screen near you. So please visit our calendar of events on the IAIP website and get registered today. Here is that link to the calendar of events. We also do want to mention that many of these educational opportunities have been made possible by the grants from the NAIW Legacy Foundation that is supported by donors like you. So now I sound like I'm on the PBS, but it is true. Our members are also so generous to the NAIW Legacy Foundation. We blow our goals out of the water every single year when it comes to raising funds for NAIW Legacy Foundation. So definitely take advantage of applying for those grants and scholarships for yourself or your local association. Okay, I think this brings us to the end of our time. We were so grateful to have you here with us today. This will be reposted onto YouTube and shared out in the next couple of days. Vickie, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Just, we have to end on a high note. We will have a honey of a year coming up.
I love it. It's very sweet, very sweet. We should probably stop now. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your time today, Vickie. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.